The death is announced of Athalbert Edward, also known as Remy Ole, if or Naughty Pair of Granville Dennery. He passed away at the St. Jude Hospital on Wednesday, 3rd July 2024 at 11:19 p.m. He was 76 years old. He was predeceased by his mother, Lucy Byron of Granville. His father, Joseph Polius, better known as Poet of Gadet. His wife, Justina Edward of Granville. Left to mourn one sister, Maura Herman, better known as Neela, residing in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. 7 sons, Marcus Edward, retired Chief Education Officer, residing at Larissus V4. Lucas Edward, better known as Sylvan, residing in Hartford, Connecticut. Florentinus Edward, better known as Kennedy, employed with the Ministry of Agriculture, residing at Granville. Hendricks Edward, better known as Dale of Granville. Bertrand Edward, resided in Middletown, Connecticut. Aloysius Emmanuel, better known as Mikey, residing at Duga-Miko. Fabian Edward, residing at Chaplin, Connecticut. 3 daughters: Andrea Edwin in Martinique, Sheila Edward, better known as Francilia, employed with the Ministry of Health and residing at Goodlands. Tessa Alexander, employed with the Dennery North Caregivers Program, residing at Granville. 33 grandchildren: Karen Edward of Granville, Kezia Edward, teacher at the Granville Secondary School, Marcus Edward Jr. of Granville, Kadisha Edward, student of the South Louis Community College, Alicia Marthre, currently studying in Taiwan, Sylvana Edward of Hartford, Connecticut, Dennis Edward of New York, Felicia Brown, Loretta Edward, Shan Edward, Florencia Edward Brooks, better known as Shanna, Kendall Edward, all residing in Hartford, Connecticut. Florentius Edward Jr., better known as KJ of Lacaille Dennery. Colonel Pelage of Lacaille, Vicky Edward of Richford Dennery, Gina Jones of Chancey-Bavenot, Nicholas Edward and Andrew Edward of Hartford, Connecticut, Shirkwell, Kimion, Kaylee, Dre, and Akira Emmanuel residing at Duga-Miko. Michaela, Rena, and Fabian Jr. of Chaplin, Connecticut, Curdley, Leah, and Leo Alexander of Granville, Janelle Joseph in Martinique, Shamika Edwin, Christelle Monod, and McQueen Willix of Martinique, 14 great-grandchildren: Mackenzie Edward, student of the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School, Teresa and Kyra Edward of Hartford, Connecticut, Killian Brown Edward and Jordan Hamilton residing in Hartford, Akemi Emmanuel of Duga-Miko, Dojian Baptiste of Chancey-Bavenot, Samuel Joseph of Richmond, Connecticut, Jali, Jaina, and Donovan Jacquier residing in Martinique, King Brown, Annalyn Williams, and Royal Jenkins of Hartford, Connecticut. Nieces and nephews: Stephen Herman, better known as Cuthbert and family in New York, Ismael Herman, better known as Hillary and family in St. Croix, Felix Herman, better known as Linus and family in Florida, Patricia Herman, better known as Sister or Awon and family in the U.S., Maura Herman, better known as Nancy and family in St. Croix, Roland Herman, better known as Auburn and family in St. Croix, Navilla Herman in St. Croix, many godchildren, including Davian Robinson, better known as Brother, residing in the UK, Gabriel Closelma, better known as Murphy at Granville, Marcella Hobson in Granville, Lambert Damas, better known as Luba of Granville, Sabina Udovic, better known as Usalta of Granville, Phileas Abbott of Grand Riviere, Marcella Romnes of Denier Riviere. Daughters-in-law, Ruth Eugene Edward of La Ressource V4, Juliana Edward, better known as Juju of Goavin, Abby Edward in Middletown, Connecticut, Christine Edward in Chaplin, Connecticut, Leroy Emmanuel of Dugas, Louise Nestor of Goavin. Sons-in-law, Leroy James of Goavin, Fred Merno of Martinique, sister-in-law, Catherine Romnes and family in Connecticut, brother-in-law, Felix Herman, better known as Ornan in St. Croix, close cousins, Esther Byron and family of Goavin, Rosalind James, better known as Janie and family in Texas, Catherine Walter, better known as Vi and family of Goavin, Silvery Byron of Goavin, also left to mourn. Children of his deceased uncle, Godfrey Abbott, children of deceased uncle, James Byron, children of deceased uncle, Nathan Byron, children of deceased aunt, Lottie Byron, children of deceased aunt, Gaucy Damas, children of deceased aunt, Elmina Byron, the entire Abbott and Byron families in St. Lucia, the UK, St. Croix, and the US, the Estava family of Goavin, the Polius family of Gadet, the entire community of Goavin. Close friends, Regison Robinson, better known as Lenny of Goavin, Ruby Joseph in Dennery. Caregivers, the Dennery North caregivers. The celebration service for the life of Athalbert Edward, also known as Remy, Ole, If, or Naughty Pair, will be conducted at the St. Michael's Parish Church, La Ressource, on Monday, 29 July 2024, from 3 p.m. The body will be interred at the La Ressource Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, V4. Please note that the service will be streamed live on the 911 platform on YouTube. Also, transportation will be provided for persons from Dennery and V4 wishing to attend the funeral service. May he rest in peace.